Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for this video because I'm going to try some new products. This Lawless foundation I've been meaning to try since it came out. I also have this Rare Beauty mascara. I got some Nars color corrector, and I have this Huda Beauty Jaguar, the Wild collection, which I did a will I buy it, and I said these are definitely a pass for me, but some of you guys said you really heard good things about mostly the Jaguar, and I thought, why not pick it up. I also have a few new Rephr brushes. This is the number 19, 18, and then 20, and I'll just play with all these, do a fun look, and just get ready with you guys. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below if you enjoyed this channel, and let's get into some makeup. So I kind of want to start with the foundation because this is the reason why everything is happening. It's because I really wanted this foundation. And I heard good things about it. I honestly only watched one review when it first came out, and it was a good review. So I am excited. I bought mine in the shade Tawny, and I got it intentionally a little darker than my natural just because when I self-tan, I really don't have one good foundation that I don't have to mix. And they're all either too light or way too dark, and so I just thought this would work. Okay, so this is the packaging. It's tiny. It looks tiny, but it's 1 ounce because when I got it in this tiny packaging, I mean, like, it's tiny. I was like, oh, wow, that's tiny. But it is 1 full ounce. Okay, it's a long wear full coverage foundation, which I'm not a huge fan of full coverage, but we'll try. And it's clean AF. So let's see the claims that it has. It's a long wearing, lightweight, fluid foundation, delivers modern full coverage with a self-setting natural matte finish that feels fresh and weightless on the skin. This blendable and buildable foundation feels like a serum and fuses with the skin to even tone, blur pores, smooth texture, and cover imperfections. Okay, so I don't like the matte claim in there, but the person I watched doesn't really love matte foundations either, and she loved it. And I really like Lawless. Just overall as the brand, I think it's a beautiful brand. So since we have that matte claim in there, I think we should put some glow on. So I will take my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. It has just such a long name. So I want to put some moisture into my skin, just prepare it for hopefully not a very matte foundation. But this will definitely give me a radiance. It's going to give me some moisture. And foundations usually go so well on top of it. I have been picking at my skin right before. Okay, so we're gonna shake this real well, and let's see how the color looks. Okay, it looks nice and warm. So that's the color right there. It kind of looks a little yellow, but let's see. I think I want to say I picked a neutral color. Let me look it up online. So yeah, Tawny is a medium tan with neutral undertones. Wait. Why did I get this one? I'm definitely not medium to tan, but again, I really wanted a darker foundation just because I have so many light ones that I can definitely mix and match. But I honestly think it's gonna match my skin because I am a little tan today. I just got the self tanner. I've been having a membership to the Suntan City tanning place. I don't even know what to call it, but I've been really liking it, and I've been going every kind of week. I try to go. I did miss 1 week, and I looked at my legs and I was like, they're so white. I don't like it. Okay, so let's spread check this out. I think it sets decently fast because on this area I felt like I had to press a little bit and pull because it was starting to set. I also talked a lot, so you know. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I don't think I put enough, but it blends in better than I expected. And even though it says it's matte, I feel like I kind of see a sheen around, which I like. Okay, so it's a little yellow. It says it's neutral, but I see a lot of yellow. I also think it's just a little dark. However, I just got a spray tan today and it's going to develop till tomorrow. I'll be nice and tan. So I think the color eventually will match. However, the yellow warm, it's a bit much. I think it's worse on camera than in real person. I don't think it's full coverage. I think it's more of a medium to full because right here I can still see that like pimple I just like played with right before. I feel like you can still see around my cheeks. I still have redness here. I didn't touch this area at all because I have a corrector that I want to play with, but I feel like I can still see through my skin, but I don't think this is a full coverage. I think it's a medium to full. I try to build it up to cover that spot and it didn't really do. However, it looks beautiful on the skin. I know it says it's matte, but I think it has a sheen to it. I think I see it. Can you guys see it? In person, it doesn't look matte at all. It actually looks nice and not glowy. It's not glowy, but it's satin. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a satin finish. It looks stunning. It does not look heavy around my nose or around here. Anywhere right now, it looks beautiful actually. Now let's move on to the corrector. I got the Nars corrector and this is the one in light. I swatched the medium one and it seemed pretty dark. And I am a fan of correctors. I just love them. I think it makes such a big difference. If you have dark circles, I really think it helps so much cover them without you having to overuse concealer. And so this is how it looks like. This is in the Nars, what is this called? Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. And again, I have mine in the color light. Now this has a teeny tiny applicator right there. And I'm just curious to see how this works. I'm gonna put a little bit under the eyes. Again, with correctors, you just need to put a little bit to kind of cancel that darkness, and I think the color looks nice. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, I'm so impressed right now. Wow. Again, I really like my Bobbi Brown corrector. I also really like the Charlotte Tilbury. But I think because of the texture, this is more liquidy. And you guys saw, it took me like no time to blend it in. I am impressed. Okay, this looks amazing. I barely put any and I feel like it had quite a big impact. It's very smooth under the eye. It's not too heavy, and I think because it's more of a liquid consistency, it just spreads nicer. I'm gonna put just a dot more right here and right here, and I think that's gonna be enough for today. I think it looks so good. I'm so impressed. Wow. So that is the corrector by itself. I will put concealer on top of this, but I think it canceled my darkness. It looks so smooth under the eyes. I'm so impressed right now. I'm loving this. Okay, so excited. I am going to put concealer on, and I am going to use my bougie concealer. I paid good money for this, so we better get some good use. This is the Tom Ford, and I have mine in 2W, and I did a full review on this one. It's the Shade and Illuminate concealer, and do I like it? Yes. Is it worth the money? Probably not. You know, but I have it. I am going to use it. I really enjoy it. I know there's so many mixed reviews, like people either love it or they hate it. I happen to love it, sadly, because it's so expensive. But I also think the color is gonna brighten up a little bit the foundation. I am really loving the skin right now. I think it looks definitely covered a bit more than I normally wear, but it has this radiance. I hope you guys can see. I don't think this is a matte foundation. I think it's a satin foundation. It has a sheen, and I know I used a more of a moisturizing, slightly glowy primer, but it's not that glowy to where like it would show through the foundation. So I'm really liking the foundation. The under the eyes look so good right now. I'm hoping it can translate on camera, but they look so good. That combo, it's amazing. I will powder because I do find that this Tom Ford concealer it's not that it creases, it just that it has such a sheen to it that if I don't powder it, it almost, I don't know, it almost looks messy under my eyes. I feel like I kind of want to powder it, and I still get the glow through that, but I also think I tame the glow a little bit. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm going to take my Faithful Kosas powder, and I am going to, okay, let's try this one. This is the Rephr brush. This is an 18. I'm not even sure what it is for. It's probably contouring or something, but I want to use it for powder. So I'm going to pick it up. It's a little it's a lot denser than my airbrush from Wayne Goss or my Sonia G1, but let's see how it does. It's so soft. I got these brushes when they had their 40% off sale, and I really wanted the big one, but it was so expensive. I couldn't do it. But I am starting to build my Rephr collection, and I do have a video coming up either end of this week or next week on my favorite brushes, because I get so many questions about that. So I'm going to talk all about my favorite brushes, but I just I'm really enjoying the Rephr brushes overall. I think they're such good quality. I also have this. This is the number 19, yes. And I kind of want to use this for contouring. I feel like for bronzing, it's a little bit too pointy, if you can see there. I feel like I usually enjoy more of a fluffy bronzing brush, but I think this would be really good for bronzing, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to take M Cosmetics Summer Bronzer, and I think this will go with my skin right now because I do think I'm a little darker than I'm used to, but let's see how this does. I know creams and like these kinds of brushes don't work great together usually, and they don't. This isn't blending it easily. I know I should use more powders with these brushes, but I just wanted to try and see if it would blend it. I don't like that for that. I'm going to take my Sonia G. This is the classic base, and this has some synthetic bristles, and I think this is gonna, yes, blend this in so much easier. I still kind of want to try this brush. So I think I'm going to use a bronzing powder and see how that blends it in. I'm going to take the Gucci bronzer, and this is nice and a bit more pigmented and deeper. So I feel like it would go well with my skin tone right now. Okay, so with powder, this works so much better. So much better, but I still don't love the point when it comes to bronzer. I feel like it puts too much product in one place, and with bronzer I just want it just kind of feathered everywhere. So I am going to take my bougie blush that I actually really like, and I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna go in the lighter one. Oh, this is nice because it fits really nicely. So my other ones are usually like this. They are so much rounder and bigger and fluffier. So every time I'm like super careful to not get it in there. But I think this is nice to pick up the product. So I am going to apply this. Okay, I like this for blush. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love this blush. I know it's an arm and a leg. But I do really enjoy it. I am not going to put the dark blush on because my eyes are gonna be smoky. For highlighter, I don't want something super intense, so I'm going to take this Laura Mercier highlighter, 01 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. I don't understand the matte name in this, but yeah, it's a nice, beautiful highlighter. So I took it on this brush from Rephr. Again, this is number 20. And I really am so curious to see how it's gonna apply. Okay, it's extremely soft, and this highlighter looks so intense with how dark my foundation is. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so white. And this highlighter usually works so well on me. It's not too intense, it's not too white. Okay, I'm gonna change it. And I'm going to take the Pat McGrath Golden Nectar. Usually this is a little bit too dark for me. So I think it's gonna be perfect right now, but maybe I should wipe some of this off. I think we calmed down the situation. I am going to spray my face. I'm actually gonna use this Rare Beauty, and this is more of a glowy setting spray. Okay, I'm going to put my brows on. I'm just gonna use my regular Gucci brow product, put my lipstick on, and then we're gonna go to the eyes to try the new eyeshadow palette and the mascara. Moving on to the eyeshadow palette. This is the HUDA eyeshadow palettes, the meaty ones, and I am going to attempt to open this. That's where tweezers are so practical for just everything. All right, so the packaging is so cute, like it's kind of changing, and I saw one that was like completely like changing the picture a lot. So let's open this. I saw it in store. This is broken. No, I don't think so. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think this is just a little, some of the black get on, I think some of the black got on the green right here. I'm actually gonna, didn't have a cover, so the black definitely got all over. Okay, moving on. So this is how it looks like. I am usually not attracted to these colors, but something about this looks nice. It looks really nice. So I am going to start with the lightest one right here and put it all over the lid. I'm also gonna take this off. Yes. So I'm going to take again the lightest color and set my eyelid pretty much. That's a nice basic color. I actually really like having a color like that in a more smokier palette, because I can kind of blend things out a little bit, clean it up with a shade like that. So, okay, moving on to this shade right here. I want to put that in the crease. It's a nice mauve-y, cool tone-ish color. It actually reminds me of one from the Natasha Denona. The new retro palette. I almost said love palette because it looks like a love palette. That blends in pretty fast. The pigments there, they're a little powdery, but Huda's mattes are a little bit more powdery. I'm going to try to build that color up. I'm going to take a smaller crease cut. This is like, is this a MAC? I think it's a MAC 217. Is that what it used to be? I still have them. Okay, I am going to take this deeper color right here and just build up the outer corner. So I feel like this one looks a bit more mauve-y than it looks here, doesn't it? It looks a little bit more just mauve-y gray on the lid. I was hoping this color could maybe give me a tiny bit of warmth. Obviously I'm not looking for a warm look. I just wanted just a tiny bit of warmth in there, but it definitely translates quite cool grayish on the skin. Okay, this is great to clean the under eyes with the fallout. Now I kind of want to swatch it. This one looks so pretty. Then there's this top right here. That's stunning. Of course, this purple right here in the middle. And let's swatch this one as well. And then why not this? Okay, I kind of want to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Maybe a little of that too. Why don't you just put a bunch of them on? So I think with my finger, I'm going to take this one right here that had that black in there. And I'm going to put it in the outer corner. I do think I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to take, this is a Rephr 28, and pick it up here so I have a little bit more control. Honestly, it does better with a brush, which is kind of shocking. That does so much better with a brush, wow. And the brush is not wet. Then I am going to take this purple right here in the middle, and I am going to put it right here. I've been waiting to use that purple. Oh, that's so beautiful. Marry those together. It's pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Pat McGrath color, the purple, in her Utopian Dream palette. I think that one's a little different tone, but still that sparkly, purpley, beautiful color. And then in between those two colors, I'm going to take this one right here, which looks stunning, and put it right in between. And then on this finger, I'm taking a little bit more of that purple and tapping it, and then taking this finger that had that, what color is this, green gray, and tapping it in. And I just want these to blend in without losing the color. Okay, that is actually stunning. I love these tones. I love these colors. I like how they work together, and it it actually works so well. But what about this purple, which my fingers are literally stained? This purple, should I add a little bit of that? Why not? I'm gonna add this purple right down here, just somewhere around there. Just kind of want to see the tone that it has. It's kind of hard to see which one's which. I'm going to take a Wayne Goss number 20. I'm going to take a little bit of this black, and I want to darken this outer corner slightly. I don't even want to bring it up into my crease. I want to keep it on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm not even kidding. This brush is so good for picking up any fallout. So good, because it's like fluffy, so it like picks them up and pushes them, feathers them out. Anyway, it's good. On the lower lash line, I'm just going to take all of them. I'm going to start with this color right here and just smudge it underneath. We'll see how that looks, if we like it. And then to take this color right here. Do these I don't think these have names, do they? And I really want to use this green right here on the lower lash line. And I'm tempted to take this and just put it on the lower lash line. I feel like it's the only one that I didn't use in here, and why not? So I'm gonna take that gold color on a brush and put it in the center-ish. I might take my pinky and try with that. Yeah. I will take this color right here and also put it on the inner area here to mesh it with that gold. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to put a brighter inner corner highlighter. I'm going to put a ton of mascara, tight line, and see whatever else it needs. And then I'll show you the final look. Wait, no, I have my Rare Beauty mascara. Okay, never mind. All right, I'm moving on to the mascara from Rare Beauty. This is supposed to be a mascara volume universal. See what claims it really has. Oh, the packaging's really cute. It's very light blush color. It has a really pretty, I don't know if you guys can tell, Rare Beauty sign. Is that what it is? And so this is the perfect everyday mascara to build volume, lift, and lengthen. So that sounds great. Let's see the applicator. Okay, so it's kind of a basic. It's not really hourglass, maybe slightly. I feel like mine's a little bit bent, which is okay. Is this natural bristles? I don't think so. They feel harder. Okay, let's put it on and see. Okay, these are definitely not natural. They feel harder. But literally, I just put 2 strokes and it already looks so good. Okay, so that is with just 1 coat, and I feel like it's a very lengthening, it's very separating, and I think it gives a good lift. Now, I want to see how it builds up for volume. I like a lot of volume. So this is just 1 coat, and it does such a good job on the lower lash line. Maybe a little bit spidery, a bit too long. I'm just gonna just scrape a little bit on the end, but let's build it up and see how it looks like with like 3 coats, which I usually do. So this is the mascara. I put about 3 good layers of mascara, which is kind of normal for me. I put at least 2, if not 3. And Okay, thoughts. I actually really love it. It is extremely separating. It holds a curl so well. Volumizing, it's good, but it's not amazing. Like my Bite Beauty is way more volumizing. It just makes them look just thicker and bushier. That sounds so bad. But with this one, by the third coat, I could start feeling the volumizing aspect of it. And I can tell that in about a week or two, it's probably gonna work so well. So for mascara, I really, really like it. I think the wand is nice and sturdy, and I think it holds a curl so well, and you can kind of make it look more fluttery, a little bit more natural, or you can build it up. And I swear, I think I'm gonna be able to build this up for like 4 or 5 layers, and it still wouldn't be clumpy. So that is great. So this is the final look with everything put together, and I want to give you my final thoughts. This foundation looks so good on the skin. I think it is just flawless. I am surprised and amazed at how much I actually like it. Again, you know, the shade was a little bit more yellow than I wanted it, and I may have to order another shade, the lighter one. This is definitely pretty dark. I think only when I'm self-tan it would work, but that's exactly why I purchased it, because I wanted to have a good foundation for when I'm pretty tan. It is not extremely full coverage. I would consider this to be more of a medium to full coverage and a satin finish. I love the finish. I think it is so beautiful. It is not too matte. I never felt it just matte on the skin or drying. Actually, it feels like I have absolutely nothing on my skin right now. It feels so good. There's no transfer. It's beautiful. It looks really good. I'm really impressed with it, and I'm so excited to wear it tomorrow. Next one is this Nars Corrector, and I think I have found my new love. Like, I really didn't think that anything would take the place of the Charlotte Tilbury or the Bobbi Brown, but I want to say this perfected my under eyes a little bit better. I find that it was a little bit, it's still creamy, but it's liquid and it's not in a pot. So because of that, I think it sits better under my eyes and less texture, and almost improves my texture under there. I loved the color. It was perfect. I needed just a little bit, and it just looked so good. I am so impressed. Next one is the eyeshadow. Okay, so this I am kind of surprised that I enjoyed so much. I do have some thoughts on this though. I didn't love the mattes. I felt like the mattes kind of blended into themselves. This color right here and this one on the lid looked kind of like the same tone, just this one a little bit deeper. So I didn't love that. I wish this was a bit more less gray, if that makes sense. Like, I know it works with this palette, but I felt like I needed just a little bit of color in there and not necessarily gray. So that was not my favorite. And this color was pretty, it's gray, but it works. It works. You know, I don't mind having the gray, but give me maybe more of a burgundy, because it looks more of a burgundy than a gray, but once it hits the skin, it looks pretty gray. I think I said gray like 10 times. Okay, now all the shimmers, amazing, so beautiful. My favorite is this one right here and this middle one. So this one and these two, I mean, this one I feel like kind of tops it because it's just such a unique color, and it just, oh, it's beautiful. I love all the little sparkles in it. I think it's just such a unique color. I really do enjoy this one that had black all over in it. It's a little bit deeper, but I think it looks pretty. It seems like it has a gold reflect. It's really stunning. And this little guy right here, the gold one, I barely used it on the lower lash line, and it seemed really nice. And I think the one thing that I'm so surprised is how well these toppers slash what are these, shimmers, metallics go with a brush. You know, they packed so well. I used both synthetic like this one and one that is real goat hair, and it picked up the product so well. This one, again, I haven't been able to use it like enough. Let me swatch it on this hand that's not quite as dirty. This one doesn't look as intense as the other ones, but it still looks pretty. But again, I wasn't able to make all of them vibrant on my eyes just because I try to fit all of them. So I am surprised with this one. I like it more than I thought I would. Again, the mattes are not my favorite, but they do the job. But the shimmers win. I think they're stunning. And the last one is the mascara. I already kind of gave my thoughts on the mascara. Still holds the curl. Actually, it holds it really good. All right, I like it. There's not a ton of smudging under here. Smudging is probably my number one just problem with mascaras in general. Almost every mascara smudges on me. I have long lower lashes. I do have long lashes, period. So they touch. I know, such a shame. But it does smudge everywhere. And many times it just looks worse to have mascara than not if it smudges. But this one stayed on so far so good. I don't see any issues so far. I will leave in the description box below if anything changes and I feel like, well, I changed my mind on that. But wow, everything was a hit. I was not expecting this. Like, so many good surprises. I haven't been this excited about new makeup for quite some time, just because, I don't know, skin products just make me so happy. This color scheme on the eye is so unique, and a good mascara, anybody could use a good mascara. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really had such a good time just playing with makeup. I hope you did too. I hope, it was relaxing. You just had a good time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Everything will be linked down below. And again, if you are interested in something, if you use my links, I make a small commission, which helps me out so much. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.